Paris, 1911. A city brimming with life, art, and culture. The heart of France beat with a vibrant energy. At its center stood the Louvre Museum, home to treasures beyond imagination. Amongst them, the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, a painting that drew crowds with her enigmatic smile. On a Tuesday morning, August 22nd, the unthinkable happened. The Mona Lisa vanished. The art world was in shock. The most famous painting in the world, gone, stolen. Empty walls and blank stares greeted visitors. How could this happen? Whispers filled the halls of the Louvre. Theories ran wild. Had the painting been destroyed? Was this the work of a master art thief? The police began their investigation. They questioned guards, workers, and visitors. No one had seen a thing. The world held its breath. The theft of the Mona Lisa wasn't just a crime, it was a loss of something irreplaceable. The world waited, hoping against hope for the safe return of the enigmatic smile that had captivated generations. Vincenzo Peruggia seemed an unlikely art thief. An Italian immigrant, he had worked odd jobs across Europe before finding himself in Paris. He was a housepainter, a handyman, a man of simple means. He found employment at the Louvre, blending into the background of the Grand Museum. Peruggia, however, harbored a secret. He believed the Mona Lisa rightfully belonged in Italy, not France. He felt a sense of national pride, a burning desire to see the masterpiece return to what he considered its rightful home. He saw himself not as a thief but as a patriot, a man on a mission to right a historical wrong. Peruggia knew the Louvre's layout, its routines, its vulnerabilities. He had observed the security, or lack thereof, around the Mona Lisa. An audacious plan began to form in his mind. He would use his access and knowledge to reclaim what he believed was Italy's stolen treasure. The morning of August 21, 1911 was like any other at the Louvre. Tourists and art lovers alike wandered the grand halls admiring the masterpieces. Vincenzo Peruggia, dressed in the plain work clothes of a Louvre handyman, walked among them, unnoticed. He made his way to the Salon Carré where the Mona Lisa hung. Peruggia waited for his moment, his heart pounding. When the coast was clear, he lifted the painting from the wall. It was surprisingly light, lacking the protective glass casing common today. He carried the Mona Lisa down a service staircase, her enigmatic smile hidden beneath his work clothes. He removed the frame, later found discarded, and continued through the maze-like corridors of the Louvre. Moments later he walked out of the museum, disappearing into the bustling streets of Paris, the Mona Lisa in his grasp. The world was perplexed. Why steal the Mona Lisa? The answer, it turned out, was more complex than simple greed. Vincenzo Peruggia wasn't driven solely by the prospect of riches. He was fueled by a potent mix of nationalism and a misguided sense of justice. Peruggia believed the Mona Lisa had been stolen from Italy by Napoleon's armies. He saw himself as a patriot, reclaiming what he believed rightfully belonged to his homeland. He dreamed of returning the painting to Italy, of being hailed a hero. For 2 years, Peruggia kept the Mona Lisa hidden in his small Paris apartment. He treasured the painting, even having a custom-made case built for it. But his dream of returning it to Italy remained unfulfilled. He was afraid of being caught, afraid of the consequences of his actions. News of the Mona Lisa's disappearance spread like wildfire, igniting a global frenzy. Newspapers around the world splashed the story across their front pages. The theft became a sensation, capturing the imagination of the public. The police were baffled. They followed countless leads, interrogated hundreds of suspects, and offered a hefty reward. Theories abounded. Some suspected the symbolist painter Odilon Redon, while others pointed fingers at Pablo Picasso. Yet the trail ran cold. The Mona Lisa, it seemed, had vanished into thin air. The art world mourned the loss. The empty space on the Louvre's wall served as a constant reminder of the brazen theft. The world yearned for the return of the enigmatic smile that had captivated so many. 2 years after the heist, Vincenzo Peruggia made a fateful decision. He contacted an art dealer in Florence, Italy, offering to sell the Mona Lisa. He believed he was dealing with a true art connoisseur, someone who would understand the painting's significance to Italy. But the art dealer, Alfredo Geri, was suspicious. He contacted the director of the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. Together they devised a plan. They pretended to be interested in purchasing the painting, arranging a meeting with Peruggia. When Peruggia arrived at the Uffizi Gallery with the Mona Lisa in tow, the police were waiting. He was arrested on the spot, his dream of being hailed a hero shattered. The Mona Lisa, after more than 2 years, was recovered. The story of Vincenzo Peruggia doesn't end with his arrest. Decades later, his daughter, Celestina, embarked on a quest to uncover the truth about her father. She refused to believe he acted solely out of greed or nationalistic fervor. Celestina claimed her father was manipulated by a ring of art thieves who promised him a small sum of money while they planned to sell the painting to a private collector. She believed her father, blinded by his patriotism and misled by false promises, became an unwitting pawn in a much larger scheme. Celestina's story adds another layer of intrigue to the already captivating tale of the Mona Lisa's theft. It serves as a reminder that behind grand acts of theft often lie complex human stories, driven by a mixture of motives and circumstances. The theft of the Mona Lisa, though a crime, ironically cemented the painting's place as a global icon. The public's fascination with the theft, the mystery surrounding it, only intensified the allure of Leonardo da Vinci's masterpiece. Today, the Mona Lisa hangs once more in the Louvre behind bulletproof glass, a testament to the enduring power of art and a reminder of its vulnerability. The story of its disappearance and recovery continues to fascinate, a tale woven into the fabric of art history. Vincenzo Peruggia, the man who stole the Mona Lisa, remains a complex figure, a mix of contradictions. Was he a cunning thief, a misguided patriot, or an unwitting pawn? The answer perhaps lies somewhere in between, a testament to the human capacity for both great and misguided deeds.